Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft every day, and today I am practicing for this weekend's Arena Direct event. So this weekend there's a tournament where you pay 6,000 gems to enter. If you get 7 wins before your second loss, you get a box of Strixhaven collector booster packs mailed to your house. I've won boxes in these events in Dragonstorm, Tarkir, MTG Foundations, Lorwyn, Avatar, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Bloomborough ones are on their way to my house. And so I have a very specific way of practicing for these events that I've developed over the years. One thing I always like to do before the first Arena Direct is to get in a practice run of Sealed. I try to be highly experimental. In Sealed on Magic Arena, you get to play 3 matches. And so what I do is I buy 1 pool and then I build 3 different decks, as different as I can without being ridiculous or giving up too much card quality. And I just try to get as much of a feel for the format as I can for the price of 1,500 gems. That way we can all get some quick and efficient learnings about what Sealed is like in Strixhaven, because Sealed is its own format. It might be different from what you're used to in Draft. So this is kind of learning by example today, and tomorrow I'm going to take a much more high-level picture and I'm going to do a data deep dive on the broad overall differences between Sealed and Draft as they're playing out in the data so far. What cards are much more powerful in Sealed than they are in Draft, and which cards that are good in Draft actually turn out to be traps in Sealed. All right, so today the name of the game is Learning, and so honestly, wait, was that a draft? Okay, I'm gonna keep that in because that was pretty funny. First learning, don't accidentally buy into the wrong event or you won't win your collector booster boxes. Okay, so just one small amendment to what I said. We play until we get 2 losses. And again, I'm just going to try to play every match with a different deck. Let's go. Honestly, for learning, it's best if we don't open a terrible sealed pool, but it's also best if we don't open a completely cracked sealed pool. Today, I'm rooting to get a pool that's right about in the middle. And honestly, this looks like a pretty middling pool, okay? So I don't know exactly how these cards are playing out in Sealed yet. That's what we're going to find out. But Emeritus of Abundance, I think, is pretty strong. Has a super sweet ceiling. Ambitious Augmenter. So Emeritus of Abundance, this is the one that comes with a regrowth attached. It enters prepared. So for 5 mana, you can play a 3/4 Vigilance and regrowth. I mean, that's going to be a Sealed powerhouse. I have no doubt. Haven't looked at the data, but I have no doubt. A 1/1/1 increment when it dies, if it had 1 or more counters. This is a counters synergy card that moves its counters onto, it kind of has a modular something. Yeah, it has exactly modular for those of you who are old like me. Grave Researcher mills things into your graveyard and then lets you bring things back from the graveyard. Bletch, Loafing Pest. When you gain life, it's a pest, bat, insect, snake, and spider synergy card. And then randomly, in addition to all this Golgari stuff, we have a Splatter Technique and an Aziza. So once again, kind of like this, I might try to build 1 Jeskai deck, 1 Golgari deck with my pool and just see how they go and play them off against each other. So I'll just quickly run through the colors and call out the cool cards that we have. Broad impression of white, not that many cards. I guess a lot of cards are gold in this format, so we're going to find out when we get to the gold cards. But, a whole bunch of creatures, kind of mediocre creatures early on. In blue, and I do like Elite Interceptor, but not big on like Shattered Acolyte, just a bunch of mediocre cards in white, as far as I can tell. Here's a Deduce, really like Matter Bending Mage, Quick Study. I wonder if Deluge Virtuoso could actually be better in Sealed. I actually think it's probably worse in Sealed. Stock Up is amazing though, of course. Cards like Run Behind tend to be big movers up in Sealed. We'll find out tomorrow what the biggest movers up in Sealed are when I do that video. Cards like Sign in Blood maybe are minor movers up. Discard effects, well, this card's playing out incredibly well in Draft, but this type of effect turns out to be one of the biggest movers up in Sealed usually. Also 3/3 flyers for 5. That's a category of card, and even 3/3 flyer for 4. That's a category of card that is often much, much better in Sealed than it is in Draft. Okay, let's see. We've got synergy cards like Living History, usually much worse. Tablet of Discovery is the kind of a card that usually is a lot harder to build around in Sealed than it is in Draft. Let's see, Double Barrage Barrage with a Newt. I like that. So with the Snarl Song, I actually wonder if maybe there is a lot of Converge goodness in this format. Because you would think that you have the time to do it, right? So if you get the setup, you might want to do that. And I'm guessing Glorious Decay might be a lot better in Sealed. Okay, and then we have some random signpost commons and uncommons. Many of these are not cards I'm looking to play, but we do have an Essence Knit Scholar, which I think is good. I would not be surprised when we run the numbers tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, I thought this was the discard one. This one's probably not very good either. But the one that makes people discard, I bet that one is much better. Pursue the Past is the kind of a card that's going to get a lot worse. Okay, so I have a sense for the cards that I'm looking at here. We have 2 dual lands in green-blue, 2 dual lands in red-white. That's pretty interesting. I kind of want to just build, what's the best Golgari deck that I can build? I think that's the first thing that I'm going to look at here. Okay, I think I want to go with something like this as my first build. I'm splashing stock up, and then with the blue, I think I can play Snarl Song. 2 3/3s, gain 3 for 6 is probably playable. And I think Arcane Omens, even for just 3 pips, is probably good enough in sealed. You really would like a 4th pip, but I don't have that much of a top end in green and black, so we're going to discover how much of an issue that is. I guess I could play like Root Manipulation. It's just a way of winning. But I kind of think, I kind of want to play the Diary of Dreams. Maybe I don't play Arcane Omens. Maybe it's just a little bit too expensive unless I were able to splash a little bit more. The thing is, I don't have amazing splash enablers. I have a few dual lands, but that's kind of it. I'm missing like the 1/1 bear that gives you rampant growth, the 2/2 environmental scientist. But at least I get to splash blue for free, and the blue card that I choose to splash is stock up over. Tam is not very good on the splash because you really want to play Tam and activate it in the same turn. So I guess maybe I cut like Diary of Dreams or something. Maybe I cut Arcane Omens. I think I'm going to cut Arcane Omens. I know this is like the best card in my deck, but 5 mana, discard 3. I don't know. This is all about learning. So you've 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. We have a really good removal package. Snarl Song is a creature. Our deck kind of peters out after a certain point, which is why I want like stock up Diary of Dreams, that sort of a thing. But hopefully we're just like landing some blows early. I could play 15 lands, but I think I just have so many mana sinks that I really don't want to. But one question is, you know what? And this is going to be a learning for us. Do I need a top end? Do I need to play like a Terrafractal or something? Like the fact that I have no large creatures in Golgari does feel like an issue for my deck. So we're going to try this out. And we'll see how it goes. That's the point of the process. Oh yeah, one thing to note, this is also a best of 3 event. So you don't get the benefit of the hand smoother, so you can get total duds like this. And you can also sideboard your entire deck. So like I could switch out to be like Prismari Control if I wanted to. I don't know if I have that in my pool, but I technically could do it. I think I'll just put back Royal Treatment. Kind of tempting to keep the protection for my only creature, but I'm not very optimistic about this Golgari aggro game plan that we have with like no large creatures to pay off for our mid-range deck, but we do have really good removal. That is the one thing I can say about my deck with certainty. Oh, Melancholic Poet. That's a really nice draw. Heck yeah. That's really good. Drawing a 2-drop is the dream for that situation. All right, Topiary Lecturer. I could just kill the Topiary Lecturer, but I don't know. I'll let them cook for a bit. I think they can ramp if they need to. If they play something scary, I have multiple pieces of removal. I'm always happy when my opponent plays a flow state early before they get to actually just draw 2. Exhibition Tidecaller. Hello there. Mill me or mill you? That's the question. All right, they're going for a mill kill. Okay. Wow. Divination is so good. I just feel like I'm losing the moment my opponent divinations. Like now I'm just going to ask you to discard 1. So bad. Okay, so I'm first going to gain a life and then gain another life. Then I'm going to Foolish Fate your Exhibition Tidecaller. Then I'm going to attack you with both and see if you're willing to trade the Topiary Lecturer. You probably should. Okay. All right. I don't hate that. So I'm end of the hunting almost guaranteed next turn. Wow. Wow. My opponent said, I don't need to affect the board. Noxious Newt. I get it. I get it. I get it. No, I understand now. So feed the swarm on that dude. Drain you for 1, in for lethal. Okay. Don't hate it. Oh, Golgari aggro. Is that where it's at? Is that where it's at and sealed in this format? Golgari aggro? Are we just going to clean sweep the tournament? Okay, what have we got here? I don't know. Alna Alley Shopkeep, perhaps? Making them discard 3 cards does not feel like it would have been very good. And a lot of the time, this guy would be make you discard 2 cards. Efflorescence. I just have no sideboard, really. I could get more splashy with it, but I'm fundamentally an aggro deck. Like, I do have good blue cards that I could bring in, but I'm fundamentally aggressive. Could just cut Snarl Song, play an Alna Alley Shopkeep, go down 1 land. Would that just be a good idea? I should probably be on 16 lands, eh? Now that I'm looking at this, like, I think I was thinking about that whole thing where I have a lot of mana sinks when I was looking at the slightly slower version with Arcane Omens. I think 16 sounds good. The thing is, you don't benefit from the hand smoother here in traditional draft. That's not a thing about practicing for Arena Direct. You'll have the hand smoother in Arena Direct. But in traditional draft, I do have to be a little bit more careful about that kind of a thing. You can definitely get like no landers. Okay, got my 1 island. I think I can keep this. I have like 7 black sources, I believe. There you go. Thankfully not punished. So now I go Newt into maybe Diary of Dreams Barrage Barrage. We'll see. This card is it's just scary to play against. I'm like, now I have to assume you have something great. Because you did that, I have to assume you have something great. A little awkward that we don't really have that much for 4, but I kind of like the idea of Diary of Dreams into Barrage Barrage, and I can just kind of try to go off with Diary of Dreams. Like, I have 2 instants or sorceries. I feel like Diary of Dreams is kind of nice in my aggro deck, just because of the amount of removal I'm playing. Feels like it can easily get me to a place where I'm getting a lot of card advantage. Okay, tiny, the world's tiniest Terrafractal. I think I'd rather, let's see, so this happens on your upkeep. Am I okay just not affecting the board, diarying, and maybe it's better to just play a Grave Researcher? I just really want to be mana efficient right now, to be honest. Honestly, I just really want to be mana efficient, but do I care about a 2/1 Terrafractal? That's the other thing, is like, how much do I even care about that? Probably worth just shutting down whatever they're doing here. Like, they played a creature. They played a creature when they had no reason to play this yet. That really makes me think they're setting up for like Efflorescence or something, you know? There's some reason they wanted that on the board right now, when I was putting them under 0 pressure, and that thing puts me under 0 pressure. They're setting up something. So I feel like it's time to just interact with whatever they're brewing. Maybe I could have asked them to Efflorescence first and then I shoot it, or what have you. Whatever their plan is, I could have asked them to show it to me. But it's like I also have an End of the Hunt, and I'm about to get some card selection and potentially card advantage online with Diary of Dreams, so I think I probably do just play the Grave Researcher next. I don't know. I don't know if that could very well have just been the wrong move, but that's how things go. You don't get certainty about everything in life. Sometimes you just have to make decisions. All right, let's see. I'm feeling a little bit weak if they just start, if they kill my Grave Researcher here, especially if they build their board. Like if they do the same thing I did to them, Noxious Newt into Barrage or something like that, then I'm feeling behind, but not so far behind. I have removal spell, ways of building my board. I have ways of getting card advantage back. I don't really care about that. I think I'll just immediately End of the Hunt that thing. Dissection Practice. That's probably a good draw. Just like use all my mana, get another counter on Diary of Dreams. So let's ask you to exile that. Get a page counter, of course. Don't forget about the page counter, please. In with Grave Researcher. And then I guess I'll play the shop. Oh, Shopkeeper's Bane's the only thing I can play. I mean, I could activate Diary of Dreams, but let's not do that just yet. And now I'm just trying to crash in. My only strategy is crash the heck in. Currently I have 0 creatures in my graveyard. I guess that's a good thing for me. All right, Noxious Newt comes down. So I can give the Noxious Newt -1/-1. Oh, applied geometry on additive evolution. Oh, my opponent is living the absolute dream. Well, now I'm clearly losing, right? Not lost, but losing. Foolish Fate. Okay. So, but I can't do both in one turn. I'm really choked on black. Maybe I need more black mana. I kind of want to just attack with Shopkeeper's Bane. So I can force a trade is the idea. Make this a 5/3, make that a 5/5. Oh, okay. Or I can just deal damage. In that case, why don't I deal 4? So I can Foolish Fate, activate the diary, and then if I get a land, I get to play it. That doesn't sound like much of an advantage. Let's just Foolish Fate on their turn. Technically, that gives up 2 damage. But I have a feeling... Yeah, I was going to say, I have a feeling I'm going to want to have a say in this. Okay, all right, well, this is all good to know about. I would need to save this until after their combat step. Wow, Exhibition Tidecolor. Applied geometry on additive evolution was just a good thing to be doing, it turns out. That was just a pretty sweet thing for my opponent to be doing. Thankfully, I can just disrupt this mill plan, so I don't think that all of that mattered that much. I guess I could have shot it with it on the stack so that if they have +0/+3 and hexproof, I don't just lose on the spot, because I currently do just lose to that very normal card. Okay, all right. Okay, they're not interested in attacking because probably their plan for winning is just activate the Tidecaller. Spell Pierce doesn't do it. Deduce, okay. Oh, I was going to be so punished if they had +0/+3 and hexproof. So what did they get rid of? The thing is, none of my cards are that good. Stock Up is like the only one that I'm sad to see in the bin. Okay, goodbye to that guy. End of turn, activate the diary. Okay, don't hate getting another swamp. That lets me double spell. Surveil into the bin. Oh, okay, hello, Feed the Swarm. So let's start with a Feed the Swarm losing 0 on the 6/6, right? And then I can actually bring back a Bletch. Does that help? When you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on each pest, bat, insect, snake, and spider. Pest, so it would put a counter on Shopkeeper's Bane. So basically Feed the Swarm, but this brings it back to the battlefield under my control. So I'm going to play the Swamp. Feed the Swarm, kill the 6/6. That's clearly correct. Put a counter on Diary of Dreams. Loving Diary of Dreams in this deck. That was just a sweet inclusion. Good job, me. Awesome idea. Oh, but the issue is I can't gain life from the Bletch. I can't gain life from Bletch. Emeritus of Abundance. No way. That's too good. That's too good. I get to bring back Bletch. I get to bring back Bletch by bringing back Emeritus. So should I just attack with Shopkeeper's Bane? See if they want to tango? If they do, and then they kill my Grave Researcher, then I'm punished. I kind of just want to do that, honestly. Okay, punished if you kill Grave Researcher. So I want you to lose 1 life. I want you to get +1. I want you to get -1. Trample over for 1, gain 2, etc. It would be so sad if they kill Grave Researcher now. Oh, Leech Collector. That's a cool one. Yeah, I feel like I misplayed that. I didn't want to be too passive and leave them with like an ever-growing vigilant creature from their additive evolution. But it feels like I put myself in too bad a position if they do kill my Grave Researcher. Like, Reanimate is going to do so much work here if I get to do it, and the odds that they have a removal spell are so high. Muse Seeker, now is when they would play a removal spell. They would sequence it so the removal comes down after the Muse Seeker. Yeah, well, it's a miracle I'm still in this game. After they applied geometry to their additive evolution, then played an Exhibition Tidecaller into Embrace the Paradox, it's a miracle that we're still standing as a control deck, or as an aggro deck against that control. Okay, I haven't gotten my Grave Researcher killed yet. I think I misplayed and so far didn't get punished. Okay, all right. Yep. Oh, well, they still had, now they had another chance to draw a bite spell. To draw the Barrage Barrage. Yep. Put a counter on your Newt and crash in. Brutally crash in at me. Yep, okay. So now I'm not really sure what my plan is for winning. I'll happily draw that though. So I'm definitely gonna bring back... Oh, I can bring something back from their graveyard. That's so funny. I forgot about that. Reanimate. Yes, it's symmetrical. This happens to me in Vintage Cube when my opponent brings back my Atraxa and then beats me with it. So I don't think I only have Snarl Song to activate the Opus on that guy. So we're going to go with bring back Emeritus. It's a good body. Oh yeah, sorry. I probably should have drawn a card. But let's also regrowth. Yeah, I guess let's draw a card. Like, I'm a little scared of getting decked, but... Oh, yeah, see, that's a good one. So then I probably play this guy. Then do I regrowth or do I Barrage? That is the question. Well, how many ways do I even have of gaining life at this point? It's very possible that Bletch is not even that good for me. Maybe what I want is more like Melancholic Poet. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually just going to hold up. I mean, I would like to play the Leech Collector as well. Maybe I do bring back the Melancholic Poet, but the problem is I don't have that many ways of draining them and gaining life. Maybe I bring back Shopkeeper's Bane. Hard to say. I do get to re-equip this card, so actually I don't want to regrowth, right? Okay, no, that's a great point. I'm going to keep up Barrage. I don't want to regrowth because they didn't seem to be able to kill Grave Researcher, and I really want to re-equip it, or re-prepare it. That would be awesome. These two go so nicely together, this little graveyard package. By the way, I've won one of my Mutant Ninja Turtles boxes, and both of my Avatar boxes. Oh, okay, good thing I have Barrage. All of those boxes I won with like extremely underpowered green-black mid-range decks. So there's kind of a theme there. There's kind of a theme that Arena Directs, you know, I've had more luck with these very bad-looking green-black decks than I have with some much better-looking styles of deck. I don't know what that should tell you exactly. But all is not lost if you're playing green-black mid-range with a ton of removal and sealed. That's always can be a way to win. Yeah, so Barrage, bite spells go wonderfully with Death Touch. Just a general fact of life. Life and magic cards. Okay, so I think I have to take 7 here. Do I? Yeah, let's just take it, because my Newt is going to survive the turn. And my Ambitious Augmenter is only going to get bigger. So I think this is trending in my direction. I would definitely like to not be taking all that damage, because it makes Reanimate worse. But hopefully in this deck, I can gain life. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So for example, can play the Leech Collector... Bring back, I can reanimate. Kind of want to bring back, actually, can I just draw a swamp, please? That would be nice. I'm kind of getting close to decked. Well, that's not a swamp. Can I reanimate? Can't reanimate their Terrafractal. Ugh, all their cards are so bad for me to reanimate. Okay. I choose to bring back my very own Shopkeeper's Bane, I think. Zings me for 3, unfortunately. But you know what? That's the price we pay. Bogwater Lumerette. Oh, I played those in the wrong order. My bad, my bad. And this time I will go ahead and bring back probably... I feel like Fusion of Fate, or Foolish Fate, I mean, is just like the best card for me to bring back here. Go ahead and bring that back. All right. Not exactly sure what my plan is for winning, but... So nothing has trample. Okay. So long as they didn't draw an Opus thing and get to draw a bunch of cards, I was happy. All right, so there you go. Green-black aggro, underpowered. Can get the job done in sealed. Just playing all of your removal. Okay, let's see if we can brew up an alternative deck, shall we? Okay, I'm expecting this to be worse, but I'm curious how it goes. What if I just play a extremely controlling Dimir deck with no gold cards? Like, can that possibly be good? I thought maybe I would splash green instead of, let's say, this Masterful Flourish. Maybe I splash green for Tam. Basically, you just win with like flyers, and it's got so many spells, so much removal. You get your Diary of Dreams in really quickly. And it has a little bit of synergy, but mostly it's not about synergy. Mostly it's just about Dimir spells. I don't know. Let's see. It's worth a try, right? I kind of want to try an off color. I want to get a little bit of experience playing one of the unsupported archetypes in sealed. I think it's worth some gems to do this learning. That's what today is about. And what better chance? I assume the reason that you would play something like this is not the situation that I'm in right now. It's if you have a really good rare in blue and a really good rare in black, or maybe all of your really good rares are in blue or in black. Okay, thank you, best of 3. I'm gonna keep it. Like, I even have a quick study. Maybe get rid of Leech Collector. Probably shouldn't even be playing Leech Collector. But anyways, I don't have that draw into these colors, but this could be a nice opportunity to experiment with, like, well, what kind of a shell do you want, or what cards seem to perform well in this kind of situation? I guess I will just go for the Grave Researcher. I don't really want to be divinationing here. They could just kill it right now, but... Well, you know, that's how things go. Like, the other option would be to save it... I guess if I'm a control deck, that's probably what I should have done. But the other option would have been to save it all the way until the end. But yeah, this is my chance to just say, like, okay, are there synergies that I can find? Like, what would be the game plan of a Dimir deck? Because you don't want it just to be all about the mythics, right? That's 1 or 2 cards in your deck. The bombs that pull you into these colors, then you still need the core of the deck to actually make sense. So let's see how this goes. So far, not great. Because they get Essence and Knit Scholar, and I'm not getting that kind of card. But that's okay. I'm holding my own so far. So if a creature died under your control this turn, draw a card. Yeah, I really want some of my removal. Aren't I in these colors because of the awesome removal? I'm doing a lot of drawing cards. That's going to be nice. If you attack me with the Graphalon, I'll just take it. I don't want to get incremented at instant speed. Okay, well, obviously just take that. I don't want you to sacrifice that and draw and gain a life, I mean. Okay. Well, I'm not going to play Cost of Brilliance onto an empty board. Technically, though, I could play the Virtuoso lock down their Graphalon. So maybe I quick study, or not into an empty board, into all untapped lands. So I think probably my plan for next turn is quick study, hope to draw a land. If I do, play the Deluge Virtuoso and lock down the Graphalon and then double attack. Okay, well in that case, I think I'm just going to pitch the Deluge Virtuoso. I'm not so desperate to do that. Really want removal, and I have a lot of removal. And then you kill something. Wow. Yeah. So what I'm learning so far is that it's extremely punishing to play the off-color archetypes. Okay, so I think I will just go with Muse's Encouragement. Surveil 2 is like about where I want to be at. Now I don't really care about that double spell, but giving Essence Knit Scholar -1/-1 does sound very good to me. So I'll draw that, leave the other one out. I wish I had a way of flickering this guy. Yeah, their synergies are pretty good. Their gold card quality is pretty good. Mind into Matter. Wow. No, I mean, that's just a Mega Bomb. In sealed, that card is going to have an unbelievable win rate. Well, a very believable but ridiculously high win rate. And now you can just start bringing things back from the graveyard. I think I'm going to have a hard time winning this match, but I'll try to hang in there. So now they can just sacrifice a creature, bring this back, and draw a card because they brought it back. Gross. Okay, maybe I just threw away gems by playing this Dimir deck. I think we can go on to the next one. I don't think I'll play another game against this person, but you know what? That's enough of Dimir. All right. This, my friends, is called sideboard technology. This is some sideboard tech right here. White, 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 white aggro, white aggro, white aggro. You think you're playing against the dirtiest Dimir control deck you ever saw? Do I have a surprise for you? No, I can't play Ancestral Anger, can I? Expressive Fire Dancer. I don't know if Living History is going to be good. Unsubtle Mockery. Yeah, get in there. Rearing Embermare. And then I have double Fields of Strife. Probably want my lands to be of the correct colors. I'll say that much. So goodbye to all this. Goodbye to these two. Suggest lands, please. Whatever you think is right. I have 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're on the clock. We are on the clock. Double Pursue the Past. I've got a Lorehold Charm. I've got Kirill. And I've got Aziza. We are playing the fastest aggro game plan that this person has ever seen, who thinks they're about to pair up against a Dimir control deck that could barely land a creature. So what else do we want to put in here? We're currently at 38 playables. Well, I guess I can play Archaic's Agony for 2. No. Can I play Ancestral Anger? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. It might be just on Golgari. I'll play Diary of Dreams, I guess. Just to make playables. So we're at 15, 16, 17. I'm not desperate enough to play Dual Tactics. I guess Ancestral Anger replaces itself at a minimum. And it tricks your opponent into thinking that you might have another Ancestral Anger. I guess I could also build white-black aggro in 35 seconds. I think the white is the problem, not the black, though. Or not the red. But my black is better than my red. All right, folks. We're going in. So, one thing that this type of exercise always does for me is it really does make me feel like I'm building sealed right, because rarely is the second or third build that I go with better. Seriously, you can go back through my videos and you can see every time I do this exercise, the first one wins the most, almost every time. Sometimes I do discover something where I'm like, that was actually better, but it's definitely the exception. So, you know, kind of convincing yourself to radically change your deck between games can be a nice way of just testing whether whatever your first instinct is in sealed, or whatever one you like settle on as thinking that's probably my best deck. It can help you understand if that really is true. Because I remember for the longest time when I played a lot less sealed, before I did all these like Win-A-Box events, I always was like, how do I have any idea if I'm building the best sealed deck? Combinatorically, it's like the number of options is unreal. Oh, hi, Elite Interceptor. Wish I'd seen you a turn ago, but okay. So how do I have any idea if I'm even close to right? And doing an exercise like this can tell you if you're close to right. If your deck gets worse as you go along and play things that are more and more distant from what your instincts tell you should, then your instincts are spot on. If you're finding really good builds, second, third, fourth best build, then that tells you something. And you can look for the commonality in like, what am I overestimating and what am I underestimating? So that's just an improvement tip. So Lorehold Charm, each opponent sacrifices an artifact of their choice. They do have that scary thing that brings things back from the graveyard. It sure looked like an artifact, so I'm guessing that's what that is. The other thing that I'll say is that's a general skill that is really worth cultivating. Do they have pay X, destroy everything with X or less? I didn't see it first game. Am I supposed to play around it here? Yeah. Yep. I'm going to play around it. I wonder if they're just holding a removal spell. I'm going to play around a board wipe, because they're just not doing anything. That's suspicious in sealed. Search your library for Vampiric Tutor. I don't even remember that that's in this set. So the thing is, practicing getting better at draft is obviously something that we all want to do, right? Okay, return a creature card. Creatures get +1 in trample. Obviously, getting better is better, right? That's kind of trivial. But something that you can always do, and you can't control whether you win a given game, right? But something that you can always do is practice getting better at estimating how well you're going to do. I think this is something I heard from limited level ups, someone like that. Just try to be more accurate in your guesses about how well your decks are going to do. That's something that you can control. Okay, so I can Ancestral Anger my Embermare, attack with the team. Their blocks get really awkward, and I can always, because I can Lorehold Charm, and then I can Primary Research whatever they kill. I like that a lot. Yeah, so that's very much the skill that I'm trying to cultivate here. It's just like estimating how good my sealed decks are. Okay. I wish I'd gotten an untapped land. So I get them down to 6. No need to play my Lorehold Charm there. And then Lorehold Charm plus Primary Research will bring back both of those creatures. So I just want to put the most stats on the board. So now the way that things turned out, I guess I should have realized those were their optimal blocks and played the Tackle Artist first so that it would be a 5/4. Another Terrafractal going to 8. Wow. Must be nice to be my opponent. So they don't have a lot of fixing though. So what my opponent did, which is just weirdly working out for them amazingly, is they just packed a whole bunch of random basic lands into a deck. And hey, they're beating the aggro deck with that. So I guess the plan worked. So I can go... So Lorehold Charm gives this guy 6 power. So suppose I attack with both. Do I just want to keep the pressure on? I think yes. I think the answer is yes. So play Diary of Dreams. Then with the Lorehold Charm, they have basically forced blocks. The problem is that Embermare survives. The Tackle Artist goes to a 6/5. So if they double block, it doesn't kill that thing. Okay, I'm just gonna Primary Research. So this would be 2, 5, 6, 7. This is 5, 6. So yeah, I'm just gonna Primary Research and bring back the guy that taps things down. That seems like a good one to have. Draw card. Tablet of Discovery is actually really interesting. Like, they're not in an attacking position at all, unless they have something else fancy, like a 3rd Terrafractal. I don't know that I have that much removal in this build. But I think I can just go off with instants and sorceries next turn. Mind into Matter. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, I think that my Golgari aggro deck would have done very well against them because it just has so much removal. I might try white-black next time. Ugh, gaining more life. So I'll just Rejoinder the big creature. So I think I actually will play Diary of Dreams first because I have enough mana to do basically everything. Rejoinder the big guy. Take that action, draw a card. Play my land. In with the team. And then Lorehold Charm is going to come in handy here. If I'd tapped differently, I could have played Tablet of Discovery into Lorehold Charm perhaps, but I'm not sure that the mana colors worked out. Creatures I control get +1/+1 and gain trample. So we go to 7, and that's going to be 7 + 2, so close to lethal. Close to lethal. I guess there's a school of thought that I should only have done that if it were actually lethal. That's very possible, because now they are going to get to gain a bunch of life, presumably. Could be I misplayed this. I will admit I'm not using like my entire brain on on the learning event. Mainly just here to learn. Okay. Start with a tablet. Start with a tablet. See what we mill. Mill an Owlin Historian. Did not even know that that was in my deck, to be quite honest with you. So this I can do until this turn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Put down the Owlin. Actually, no. Do I want to go... First off, let's tap this for 2 red and then add a white. I'll pursue the past. Get a counter on that guy. Get a counter on the diary. Pitch... Probably pitch the Shattered Acolyte. I feel like going wide is just a good strategy here. Draw 2. Now I can play the Owlin Historian this turn, and I have an extra red mana, so I cannot also play Kirill. Giving something trample seems really good, though. When one or more cards leave your graveyard, so I can do that as a surprise. That actually sounds better, right? That sounds better. Surveil 1, I can put that in the bin. So next turn what I want to do is Kirill and Pursue the Past. But the problem is then I cannot also cast its Trample trick, which is what I really am wanting to do. I don't think that the land is what I need. Play the land, and then... Why can I not activate Diary of Dreams here? I have an extra... I have 3 counters floating at... Oh, because this is earmarked for instants and sorceries. Got it. Okay. No need to be attacking. All right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. Living History is a really good one, though, isn't it? I think that's a good one. So I'm basically setting up to give something trample, give a bunch of things plus whatever, and crash in for a lot. That's my hope. Make my tackle artist really huge. I would not be surprised at all if they have a bunch of ways of gaining life and a bunch of removal, though. I'm liking this much more than the Dimir deck. I think you need a really good reason to play off color. That's what that one experience has suggested to me. I think it's what we all already knew, but you know what? Practice makes perfect. Experience is better than guessing. Wild Growth Archaic, gain a life. Yeah, this whole when something enters gain a life idea is rather unfortunate for me. But I actually might just be able to go wide about as well as they can. I just have such a life advantage already. If I can like kill their Terrafractal somehow, I don't even remember if I have removal in my deck, but if I can somehow kill one of their Terrafractals, I can probably start netting damage in the air. Oh, they're just like thinning their deck like nobody's business. Have a land for the turn. Oh, that's really bold. Are you serious? What if I can just remove another creature from the graveyard? I get to attack with Owlin Historian. That's a mighty aggressive attack. I'll take it. That's a very aggressive attack. Okay. So yeah, let's do this with Tablet of Discovery. I'm going to get to attack with the Owlin Historian this turn, aren't I? Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I mean, that's all that I need, right? So I can go Living History. I can Unsubtle Mockery their Terrafractal. Get a Pursue the Past into the graveyard. Sounds good. Draw a card. Should have done that earlier, probably. Definitely. So I actually should have played the Kirill first. That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. Oh, this thing has reach. Oh no, now I'm with you. Now I get it. I got excited over nothing. Now I understand. That guy has reach. They have a giant creature with reach. Now I get why it wasn't an aggressive attack. Okay, I take it back. Respect to my opponent. They saw what I didn't see, that their card has reach. Okay. It's also good to just get practice with the cards. I wouldn't be surprised if Hungry Graphalon is played a lot more in Sealed than it is in Draft. I feel like them playing all of these basics makes more sense now because they have the Studies First Year and Environmental Scientist, so they actually probably do have a lot of fixing. Still feel like that's a lot of... There's just very split between... I feel like maybe they're just seeing all of their swamps. It's just a lot of swamps. I'm sorry. You have 2 Mind Over Matters. That's why I keep seeing them. Okay, well, this person is going to cruise to trophy in this event, I think, very easily. Double Mind Over Matter. I wonder what the green-black bombs that they're playing are. They do have the Bring Something Back, whatever that thing is. Like, you sacrifice a creature and put a creature into play. I kind of have infinite value, though. Can I just deck them out? Oh, no, I'm decking sooner than they are. That's really funny. Essence Knit Scholar, I guess, is a bomb, actually. It actually is. But hold on, this is not a May ability, is it? So now maybe I can deck them out. Let's see. I have pretty good blocks, I think, depending on what they've got in their hand. They could have any amount of removal. That's some removal. I guess they kill Kirill. Yeah, I thought the situation was a lot better than it was because of their Hungry Grapplon having reach. The other thing about it, though, is, you know what? Like, them having double Terrafractal to gain all that life and provide blockers was absolutely crucial. If they hadn't had Terrafractal, if it had been, like, basically any other card, I would have probably just won. Not any other card, you know, but, like, that was one of the few cards that could actually kill me there. Do I have any removal in this deck? I don't even know. Well, now I have 6 cards left, so I doubt that I'm going to be the one who's decking them, but let's just keep trying. Kirill's gone, so I can't, like, prepare my guy up. Just run everything out there, I guess. This is really funny. What a game. Oh, yeah, and I'm drawing a card every turn as well. 5 cards left in the deck. I think they've got me, right? Because I don't have... Well, I can double... I guess I can double block their flyer. Am I just dying to decking? Maybe I just need to stop drawing cards. Is that the win condition here? I just need to stop drawing cards. I think you really want to be playing Converge in this set. Look at every deck that we're playing against. Kind of seems like Converge is the place to be. I mean, that's probably true in Draft as well, but especially in Sealed. Look at this. Okay, so I can play Aziza, make 2 2/2s, make 4 2/2s, I mean. Also, I guess I was wrong to play around the board wipe. Should have just played Tackle Artist earlier. So I kind of speed bumped myself. That could be the losing decision. Playing around board wipes is a double-edged sword. You will lose a lot of games playing around board wipes. Okay, I kind of want you to draw because I'm about to get decked out. But I think I'll just take it here. Yeah, I guess that was a losing decision. I should have played the Tackle Artist earlier. I don't think I have a removal spell. So now let's try... Now I'm just going to go back to Golgari. I think we did enough learning. We threw a match entirely to learn. The Golgari aggro deck, I think, would have been really well positioned against their deck. It could have broken that board stall, no problem. So I guess, you know, I guess we got our answer. We asked our question and we got our answer. Golgari aggro looking just good enough. And in this particular pool, not in general, but in this pool, Boros aggro really not getting the job done. All right, so we're back to this build. And I'm not saying, oh, sorry, I'm not splashing Tam. Hold on. Bogwater Lumerette. What are you doing on the sideboard? Okay. And I'm not saying that like this deck would definitely have beat that deck or anything. It's just that like I specifically needed removal to get rid of the Terrafractals. And the Golgari deck is just absolutely packed with removal. So that's why I think it would have had a much better chance of just breaking that board stall. And obviously the deck that we tried game 1 was like just not functional, the Dimir deck. All right, but I'm fighting for everything here. This is, if we lose this, it's for all the marbles. We get kicked out of the event. If we win this, we get to keep playing Magic cards, which is what we're all here for, isn't it? A little bit of an awkward hand because I have essentially no action, but this deck is very mid-rangey. So I have lots that I could draw. Wow, that's just silly. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 removal spells and a protection spell. Sure. Everyone's playing Sultai, all basics. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if they should be or if they shouldn't be. It just feels like the kind of a mana base that I would not play. Maybe I just feed the Swarm. Because it's a reasonably low. mana cost, and also because this lets me keep up a royal treatment, and I really want to keep the augmenter alive because it's literally the only card that I have that can do anything. All right, let's see what you got. Noxious Newt. Oh my goodness. All right, send in the pests, see what you got. Now, do I need to go in with the augmenter? Like, I could Barrage Barrage and go in with the augmenter, but that just doesn't sound that important to me. I think I kind of want to sit on my hands for a moment here. Like, that Newt is vaguely annoying, but my deck is actually very value-oriented and pretty late-game oriented. So I think it's perfectly fine to just watch this evolve and hold my removal. Barrage Barrage isn't getting any better against their threats, but it's also not getting any worse because that Newt is still sitting there. The main worry with a Newt is that they'll put a bite spell on it, but I have royal treatment to blank that. So it's not a big deal for me. All right, are we going to attack? That would be interesting. I guess it would kind of make sense. Oh my goodness, this is kind of an insult. Wow, am I that low on creatures? I don't remember this deck being this bad. I guess I'll kill their crucial synergy piece probably. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is a very unimpressive display. Too much do nothing, too little do something. If I could have just played like a 4/4 and protected it with a royal treatment, I might just be winning. All in the alley shopkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-lands. Okay. Maybe we'll draw some non-lands then. Literally a 3-drop would grow my augmenter and like put a 3-drop on the board. Am I gonna get shopkeeped next turn? Okay, hi 3-drop. Hi 3-drop. So I can attack with the pest. That's kind of cool. I like that. In with the pest, gain a life, put a counter on the pest. And then do I just foolish fate the shopkeep, or do I let them block and then I royal treatment my pest? Am I more concerned about them having removal for something? Or me not having removal for something? I'm more concerned about them having... Well, the thing is, though, actually, if I foolish fate, royal treatment is just gone. Because they can just kill Bletch next turn anyways, because I'm tapped down. So I think I just spend the royal treatment. I think that's the right thing to do. I think that was the right move. Now you get to kill my Bletch. Well, he was a good Bletch. Oh, or you Quandrix me? Holy smokes. Good thing I saved that foolish fate. Wow. What is it? What does it give? Cascade to instants and sorceries from your hand. Wow. All right. Well, that was a card that just came down at me. Good thing I had an answer for it. Now, I don't think I'm going to play the Emeritus. Well, it's actually just as safe on the board as it is in my hand. Because they could make me discard with a simple common of send in the pests. Bonk, bonk, and bonk. That is terrifying. You're not blocking anything? Okay, now I'm not going to play my card. I don't know what to make of that, but that is very scary to me. If you have the board wipe, you're going to have to pay 3 HP. You don't know this yet, but then I get to play Emeritus of Abundance and bring back anything. Okay, removal. Exile, actually, that's kind of annoying. But I have a 4/4 pest, which is pesky. Or pesty. Growth curve. Okay, then. So I can bring back Barrage Barrage, I guess? Or Feed the Swarm. Feed the Swarm might be the right one. Dissection Practice. Don't mind if I do. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and Dissection Practice. Yeah. Okay. All right. So in with the team. Gain 1. Dissection Practice is so nice. This is better than Skullduggery or like the other versions of this. Like a lot better than the other versions of this that they've printed. Okay. So I choose to have you lose 1 have you get +1 and have you get -1. This is pretty strong. Bonk, bonk. Everyone dies. But I get to make it 2/2. And then I will play Emeritus. You only have 1 card left in your hand. And then I'm going to bring back... Could be Feed the Swarm, but actually maybe now it's just something active. Well, no, I'll bring back Foolish Fate. If I can gain life, then I get to deal 3 damage to them at the same time as removing something. That's a good deal. I don't know how many ways I have of gaining life left, but... I do wish that I had a creature like a Bletch in my graveyard. That would have been what I would choose to bring back before a removal spell, because now I just need to prove it to them by putting some threats on the board. Okay, so they're also on a very mid-rangey green-black deck. Okay, so it's very simple. I just shoot this guy. They can have Giant Growth, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I just get there. In with the team. All right. Yeah, the green-black deck is the best deck in my pool, I think. Because I don't have that much opportunity to get splashy with it. Like, so one thing I could do is, technically I could splash into white or red. Because my only other splashing tool that I'm playing is... that I'm not playing, that I'm leaving on the sideboard, is like Root Manipulation. But what is there in white or red that I would want to be playing anyways? The advantage would be getting to play Arcane Omens and getting a better Snarl Song. Is Glorious Decay playable? Well, in best of 3, but they didn't show me anything that I would want to side this in against. It's a best of 3 card, but they didn't show me anything to side that in against. I don't think I have... I mean, maybe black-white. If I get to play one more game, I might try out black-white and see if that's a better deck with, like, all these cards, Earglyph Mage and so forth. And then I get to play the Mascot, Killian's Confidence, and Render Speechless. That does sound pretty good, and I still get access to all my black removal. All right. All right. Hopefully we can notch another win here. I'm always winning sealed games with Golgari midrange, and I'm always losing sealed games with everything else. Now, do I keep this hand? Noxious Newt is good, but then Emeritus of Abundance this is not the moment for it to show up. Royal Treatment's kind of useless here. And then I can't play Stock Up or Send in the Pests. I think I'm just going to send that back. Yeah, I think this is a better one, and I'll keep the double black. I don't think I have any double green costs, not that I can think of off the top of my head. And I have more black costs here. And yeah, Melancholic Poet into Essence Knit Scholar. Happy with the mulligan, because that's just a great curve out. Oh, an even better curve out. Play this guy, gain a life. Play this guy, gain 2 life if the Bogwater Lumerette survives. Then Foolish Fate is draining. Okay. Play a land. I'll play this now, even though it gives them info about what's happening. Like, they might have blocked it down. But I think I want the 2 HP, and I just don't think they were going to block under any circumstances here. This guy's so much better on the attack. So I think it was just gain the 2 life or don't gain the 2 life is pretty much what that decision came down to. Now here I have so much removal. If they had blocked and I played this, then I would get a surprise draw card, but I just do not think that they were going to block. Oh man, it gets exiled. That guy was part of my game plan. I don't know if you know this. Okay, yeah, this is why you probably should not play Growth Curve, or definitely should not play Growth Curve. Anything that gives your opponent a free 2-for-1 is just not where you want to be. So I'm going to go, sorry, took me a while to get there, but I figured it out. Okay, actually, no, this is how to do it. So Melancholic Poet, yeah, into Feed the Swarm. Gain a bunch, drain a bunch, in for a bunch, gain a bunch, bonk bonk. So it's not like I'm crushingly ahead by any stretch of the imagination, not by any stretch. But, you know, I have a bunch of creatures out. Just don't board wipe me, please. If you play 1 big card, that's fine. If you play 2 big cards, I'm unhappy. Oh man, I can't even... So I can Burrog Barrage at instant speed, but only if I've cast another instant or sorcery. I always think that this is a life gain trigger. Oh, now that's interesting. Now that is interesting. So darn. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and attempt this. Gain 1, put a counter on. Probably Melancholic Poet is the one I'm most willing to risk in combat. I have a bunch of ways of targeting things, but I think Bogwater Lumerette is better, just like the much easier to enable passive life gain. Now, if they have spot removal for either Melancholic Poet or Adventurous Eater, I'm going to get to use Barrage Barrage, and kill their guy. They have to kill both to blank my Barrage Barrage. Everyone has this card. Everyone has this amazing card. At least this time I'm way ahead. That's what makes me happier. So next turn I can go 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I have exact lethal. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It looks like exact lethal to me with the Foolish Fate. Okay. Oh, actually two more than exact lethal because of the targeting. Oh, hey, Barrage Barrage. Oh no, I can't cast Foolish Fate. Oh, whoopsies. Okay, well, I can't catch Foolish Fate and Barrage Barrage, but so resolve that and then shoot this guy. But I still have lethal, right? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we got there. Hooray. Okay, yeah, this green-black deck is just the best deck in the pool, as far as I can tell. I'm not even motivated to try white-black. I think we had our experimental time, and now let's just get some experience playing sealed in whatever remaining rounds we have. We got back 1,200 gems. If we win the next one, we basically get our gems back. But you know what? Paying 800 gems for all these learnings, that's a good deal. Oh yeah, this is all I need, right? This is why you play stock up. I mean, I am missing green, but hey, I have a 2-drop and I have a stock up. Like, how can I lose? Hey, they even have the green? Hard to complain, hard to complain. I love complaining, but even I find this hard to complain about. All right. Bogwater Lumerette or Melancholic Poet? That is the question. And it's got to be the Lumerette, right? Play the Lumerette, increment, attack. And now my Ambitious Augmenter is immune to being killed in a certain way. What? 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 Hold on. Hold on. Something's not right here. Something's not right here. Okay. That's all right. I mean, like, I have a stock up. I get a 1/1 out of the deal. You know, could be worse. I'll just take the action all day, every day. I have 4 lands already. Stock up. Oh my good. Do you see how stock up just saved me from drawing 3 lands in a row with basically nothing to do? Discards 2 cards. You're undoing my stock up? Not really. I'll pitch the Royal Treatment and the land? The Melancholic Poet? What is my cat doing? Look at him. He's licking like a piece of paper. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now what the heck do I discard? Probably these 2 cards, I think. Something like that. Hold on, what? Yeah. My opponent thinks I had the hardest decision ever about what to discard, but actually we just had like a cat weird licking crisis. I don't know. I don't know if that was the right discard. I think it was, though. Go ahead and play Adventurous Eater and use the Prepared spell on the 1/1 and attack. Just spread the love a little bit. And if they play a single 4/4, I can kill it. And if they play another 4/4, I can kill it. That's a 3/4, not a 4/4. They weren't listening properly. Dissection Practice. So why did they not play Dissection Practice? One wonders. Well, I mean, why did they not play Pest Friend? Royal Treatment? Royal Treatment? Royal Treatment? Was it like Giant Growth or something? Do I play the land is actually a question. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So if they have a thing that makes me discard, I'll be sad. Everyone's playing 3 different colors of basics. Like, okay, they did have a Studious first year, so I won't be too harsh on them. It might just be a white splash. But why are you playing Inkling Mascot on the splash? You really want to play 2 colors in limited always, if possible. Just something that you want to do. Okay, I get to draw 2 cards. I'll put a counter on this guy. I don't want you to draw 2 cards. I want to draw 2 cards. in with these guys, and we're gonna practice our dissection on you. Give you -1, give you +1. Wait. That's not correct. Give you +1, give you -1. There we go. We got it right this time. You have a removal spell? Oh, no way. That's so funny. They had a Repel Calamity stuck in their hand. And did they just surveil something to the top? No way. Yeah, so I was thinking they might be able to make me discard something, but the thing about playing Paradox Gardens is that now I can surveil. It like actually makes it possible for me to surveil, so that's worth it. Bringing back Lewin, making a 1/1. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. I wish I could gain a life here so that I could make them take some HP from that. So I keep back the Nude because otherwise they can attack and net 1 life. I'll go ahead and play this because they can make me discard. It's just safer in play. And because I want to be surveilling. No way. I thought I was like actually in really good shape. I thought I was doing well. And then Zombify of all things. But also just buffing my guy to 4 power. And apparently that makes it vulnerable to the Repel Calamity that's just been stuck in their hand this whole game. That is so funny. Well, next game, I'll definitely play around Repel Calamity. Because this is best of 3. So I do get another game against this opponent. So basically any one good creature that comes down. No way. Killian's Confidence. Now everything is such a threat. I was going to say any one good creature that comes down, I'm going to get with End of the Hunt. Okay, so before we make any decisions, use my Paradox Gardens to find something. Not that. Nope, not that. Not that. Thank you. I'll just block like this. I think the 3 power is more important than the Death Touch, even though I have Bite spells in my deck. Wow, what a game. What a game. Okay, high Bite spell. Wow, kind of annoying. Let's see. So if I attack, they could always triple block. I don't really want that. They can always triple block. Wow, now I feel like I'm losing. Oh, that's annoying. Wow. This is frustrating. Well, I'll shoot the pest so they can't gain a bunch of HP, I guess. I don't know if that was worthwhile. Dang. And now they get Killian's Confidence back, draw a card. No, I'm actually like very likely lost at this point. Wow, I never knew I was supposed to be playing around Repel Calamity. If I just hadn't buffed my guy, I would be probably have won this game a while ago. Get another land off the top, okay. Bletch coming down way too late. Way too late. Yeah. Nope, this is really bad. Ah, dang, I felt so good about this game. I thought I was easily winning, but Killian's Confidence is just going to crush me. So should I be playing Killian's Confidence on the splash? And now you have a Feed the Swarm. You're kidding me. They did not play Killian's Confidence, which obviously really scares me. All right, well, I'll play my 2/2, because why not? So I can trade, and then I can end the hunt their 0 mana creature. 0 power creature. Sorry, no, 0 mana value creature is what I mean. Do I just take the damage and let them draw another card? Well, let's find out what's on top. I would love a way of gaining life. That would be the dream. This seems like not it. I want creatures. I'll take it and let them gain and let them draw another card. Glyph Mage. Well, I can kill that. Snarl Song. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whoops. No, no, not that. So tap for a blue. Tap for a green. This. Snarl it up. Gain life. It becomes prepared. Drain you for 2. All right. What have you got for me? Now I'm going to be attacking with 3/3s. I assume they just, yep, give that +1. Draw a card, attack for 2. Bring the thing back, and then what? I can get rid of the Glyph Mage. If I can gain life, my Leech Collector is lethal. Just need to find some life gain. Maybe I don't even risk... Okay, sure. I was going to say, maybe I don't even risk the Leech Collector in combat. Oh, Grave Researcher. Yes. Yes, I'm willing. So first let's target that opponent. Wow, I almost clicked on myself, but I guess you can't actually do that. All right, 2 forced blocks here. Unless they have something relevant in their hand. All right. And then, let's see. I'm going to remind myself of what they've got. So they do have Vicious Rivalry. I need to play around that next game. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Grave Researcher. I'm not playing... So Vicious Rivalry wouldn't even do it here. They would have to pay 3 life, right? Yeah. Wander off. Okay. Well, we're just getting info. So why didn't you want to draw a card? Is the question. This is a sorcery, right? Start by surveilling, I guess. Diary of Dreams. I'll take it. I'll take it. Who said I need to be the fastest gun in the West? I'll take it. I'll play that. Bonk, bonk. Kill. I want to kill the Barog Banemaker when they can't block me. When they can't pump it. And then, yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and do this. It's a card that comes back, so that's awkward, but now I have 2 lethal attackers. All right. That's a win. 1 more game win, and I get my gems back. That's usually when I fall flat on my face. So let's see if I can do it this time. Do I want Masterful Flourish? I mean, they do have a lot of removal, so that seems like a good thing. I feel like they used their board wipe really early, but I guess they were just looking at a bunch of cards that they wanted to play. So I play my Masterful Flourish. What do I cut? Yeah, I'm like, should I be splashing for Killian's Confidence or this guy? I imagine Render Speechless is going to be really good in sealed. Again, I haven't run the numbers yet, but that's definitely a guess that I have. I don't think I want Root Manipulation. Do you hear that panting? The dog panting? I'm going to have to change my companion. I believe there's actually a glitch where the dog is panting for way too long. Let's get rid of All in the Alley Shopkeep. Not very good in draft. I can't imagine it's that good in sealed. How am I feeling about my lands? I think they're good. 15, 16. I think they're good. I think I have the right number of lands. I was doing a really good... that Surveil was doing a really good job of getting me not mana screwed. Okay, so we need to play around the board wipe. And we need to hold our Royal Treatment. Okay, very happy. This hand looks really good, actually. Hi, Royal Treatment. Happy to see you. So I'm probably not going to play Grave Researcher until turn 4, knowing what I know now. Okay, so here, I might just end the hunt. To be quite honest, I don't really want to drop a Pest right now. This is my only removal spell, but like, I don't want them to be surveilling with Inkling Mascot. I just think this card is worth so much more than just a 2/2 right now. They can just repartee. Might have been a little aggro, but... So now I can send in the Pest, and then next turn play the Grave Researcher with Royal Treatment up, and then after that play Essence Knit Scholar, or I can just play the Essence Knit Scholar. That's probably the best move. Any removal, basically this means Grave Researcher is very, very likely to survive. Oh, they could wander off the Essence Knit Scholar. I was going to say then eventually I'll get to bring it back with Animate Dead, or Reanimate. Okay, good. They didn't wander it off. That's all I ask for. And they don't have life gain for their Pest Mascot yet. Pest Mascot, this is the card. My most hated opinion is about Pest Mascot. There are so many Pest Mascot lovers out there. If you love Pest Mascot, no hate to you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just that your card is not that winning on average. Okay? You're probably playing it in more decks than you should. Or maybe you are really good at Pest Mascot, but most people are playing it more than they should. So we can blame them. We can blame the other people for this. All right, my turn. I get a Surveil. Very happy with that. Definitely putting Paradox Gardens in the bin. I can't even activate the Surveil. If I draw a Stock Up, I'll feel foolish, but hopefully I'm going to get to put Stock Up in the bin before I would draw it as well. Now it's time to send in the Pests for sure. Oh, Mind Roots. I forgot to even be playing around that. So I kind of feel like just attacking and I can Masterful Flourish. It looks, the vulnerability of a play like this is that they can just remove my creature, but I have a Royal Treatment for it. Okay, really happy with that. Really, really happy with how that played out. Get rid of their pest mascot. Don't have to worry about that again. Group project is just stuck in their graveyard. They could have a board wipe. That would be really bad for me. I'll take it. Looks like a board wipe. Looks like a board wipe. It's looking like a board wipe. Ugh. So I guess maybe I was supposed to royal treatment instead, because it's not getting targeted. Okay. They just did not play in a board wipey way. They did a great job. Kudos to my opponent. They did a great job of playing in a very non-board wipey way. They played out every single creature, as far as I could tell. But maybe this is a creature. Huh? Good job to them. Usually when you board wipe, you would want to have a bunch of cards left in your hand. And they did not have a bunch of cards left in their hand. So I felt like I was safe to not play around a board wipe. But yeah, okay, good for them. Good for them. So this card does not enable itself. You need to gain 2 or more life. But it ties me in the race because it deals 1, gains 1, and my card just deals 2. Okay, can feed the swarm your scheming Silver Tongue. See if that resolves. It does. They are getting to Surveil now, though, so that is an issue for me. Definitely I'll keep a little fat in my hand. Just keep that extra land in there forever, because they can always make me discard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I played the wrong trick. I was supposed to play Royal Treatment, probably, or I was just not supposed to attack. It just did not look like a situation where they were going to board wipe. Only when they double blocked did I know that trouble was brewing. But they basically 3-for-3'd themselves. They kind of guaranteed, not that they win. Yeah, why don't I just fizzle that? Not that they win, but that we get into a situation where we're both in top deck mode. Which is fair enough, like, maybe they just drew the board wipe after everything else. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I need more card selection. But this is 9. I have 7 lands left in this deck, so I have less than a 1 in 3 chance of drawing a land. So maybe that's just a suggestion deck that maybe it's time to stop with the lands. I feel like they're just staring at lands in their hand as well, but they also have Surveil now every turn. Feed the swarm. No. I'm trying to make content here. Come on. Yes, the best Magic card ever printed. Stock up. Hello there. I'll take this and I'll take some draw. Yeah, stock up. If I win this game, 100% of the credit is due to stock up. Lose 2, draw 2, increment, 2 counters. You know what's sad? I still don't feel like I'm not winning because I even just drew more lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 6 lanes left. Still a 1 in 3 chance that any card is a land. Okay. Oh, Arnin. That's kind of annoying. Emeritus of Abundance. Yes, the freaking card to draw right here. So I'm going to play an Emeritus. Well, first I'm going to attack with Ambitious Augmenter before they know what's going on. I assume they trade. No? Okay, interesting. Play Emeritus. I'm going to regrowth. I'm going to bring back... Oh, is it stock up? It could actually be stock up, but I'm going to bring back the Researcher, Grave Researcher, because these two loop. Grave Researcher, and this is a nice little learning from today. Grave Researcher loops with Emeritus of Abundance. Do I play it? So I play it and it's not yet prepared. Let's go with no. When it attacks, this creature becomes prepared. So I can still bring back stock up. Oh my goodness, how much can you drain me for now? Okay, well in that case, I'm going to... The problem is they can kill it in combat. That is the crucial issue of our times. That means that I cannot cast Regrowth because Regrowth is a sorcery. Okay, well, you know what? They already played their... They already played their board wipe. What if I just go in with the Ambitious Augmenter? I didn't even think about that. I should have done that before. Okay, so they kill it and drain me for 1, for 2. Go ahead and play a Bletch. I don't think I'm supposed to play around board wipes at this point. So basically, if I can Surveil something into the bin, I can bring back... What? What do I want to bring back? Okay, another land. Snarl Song. Hello, Snarl Song. Put a counter on everything. Gain some life. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bletch puts a counter on each pest, bat, insect. Oh no, only itself. Rats. That's too bad. Snarl Song is a pretty good card, isn't it? Gaining the life is very important for me, isn't it? All right, in with the team. They just have a lot of must blocks, basically. They have to block Emeritus of Abundance, absolutely no questions asked. Then they also have to block pretty much every other creature. All right, and then I actually get a Raise Dead, or Reanimate, I mean. Bonk, bonk. Do I want Arnon? No. What if I take the Scheming Silver Tongue? Next turn is when that happens. Just don't have another board wipe, please. That would destroy my spirits, but it would also be good information for game 3. Digging. I love their sleeves, by the way. They kept it on top? Okay. I was like, it must be a board wipe if you kept it on top. Okay, I guess I just figured enough's enough. All right, we got our gems back. Yeah, Golgari mid-range, just crushing Contemporary Sealed, apparently. Let's just go on to the next one. I don't regret giving up that match where I was messing around with decks that probably are not supported in my pool. I feel like that was a good learning to have, but we would have had 2 chances if I hadn't done that and I had won the match, which who knows if I would have. Then we would have 2 chances to get the trophy and make a gem profit. This is a rough one. Oh, this is a beautiful hand, though. I probably should have taken the Alna Alley Shopkeep out altogether, so I actually cannot play Essence Knit Scholar. That's a very important thing to know with this mana base, but I have lots of opportunities to draw out of that. Oh, very nice, very nice. Double red. No, Tome Blast. That's so rude of you. That's just not nice to me. And I have done nothing to hurt you. Nothing. Emeritus of Conflict? What is going on in my life? Okay, well now I can play Essence Knit Scholar, but that is not it. We are going to shoot this guy immediately. I don't believe there's anything in the format that we need to play around here. Now I'll offer the trade, and then I'll play Essence Knit Scholar. No question. So they are completely having mana problems, which is not at all uncommon in best of 3 with no hand smoother. So trade this off, go ahead and play this guy, play my island, make a pest, move to my end step, draw a card. You love to see it. And then we can Leech Collector. Destroy target non-basic land. It's so funny. I would usually not be inclined to play that card, but maybe it has a place in sealed. I really don't know. Shoot this guy into that guy. I'm assuming they're a very aggressive deck, or it looks like they're a very aggressive deck. Yeah, all right, we picked up game 1 of match 3. Our opponent was completely mana screwed though. I really don't want to be playing Alna Alley. Can I get around? Yeah, I actually liked that indestructible trick. I wished I hadn't used it as early as I did. That was an interesting spot. Let me know what you'd have done. Maybe I was just too discounting the possibility that they had a board wipe. I kind of feel like they just drew the board wipe because they were playing out their entire hand. I kind of feel like they just drew it, but they clearly had it when they double blocked. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to swap out here. Golgari Aggro, the hidden archetype. My opponent's name is Orzhov, but they only played mountains. Youch. I do need a swamp, so I'm gonna go with no. I mean, this is pretty bad as well. Probably just put back the Flourish. I would love to draw an island for the stock up. I really don't want to go to 5. Okay, that's awesome. That's the perfect draw. Because I can play Essence Knit Scholar and I can play stock up now. Oh, Dissection Practice is going to be some nasty work against that guy. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I guess I should have done that. I guess I should have done that when they were tapped out, actually. They could have +2/+2 in first strike. I should have done this when they were tapped out. This was a mistake. But we didn't get punished this time. But yeah, that was a mistake by me, definitely. Okay, go ahead and drop Essence Knit Scholar. So this is pretty likely to just get Tome Blasted. but I have so much graveyard recursion. I don't think I have to be too precious about that kind of thing. Unsubtle Mockery is actually a-okay. Much less annoying card. Oh, they kept it on top. Interesting. They didn't want to attack. I cannot double spell no matter what I do. Maybe I just stock up. Kind of like the idea. I have a little bit of time here. I definitely want Emeritus. Maybe it's Emeritus end of the hunt. I kind of want that swamp. Emeritus swamp. Is that better? I really think it's important to double spell. But then do I just want Snarl Song? Wow, stock up is too good, actually. Do I want 2 removal spells? I don't know. Snarl Song is going to be really good, right? So do I actually just take Snarl Song, Emeritus, and don't worry about double spelling? I'll find another swamp. That sounds right. Just take the most powerful cards. I'm not under pressure. I have 21 HP. Just take powerful cards. That sounds right to me. Now in the long run, I'm set up to win. I just need to get like normal mana. I think that was right. I think I'm happy with the decision I made there. All right, tap land. Yeah, there you go. Like now I just hit my lands on time and I'll be fine. That is always a challenge for me, but do I do this now or do I do this next turn? Kind of want to just like eat a removal spell and then next turn I can go send in the past Emeritus of Abundance. I think this is going to get killed and I'm perfectly happy with that because that's not how I win Adventurous Eater. I do wish I could have had a bite as well. Perfect. This is just fine. That hitting Adventurous Eater and not hitting Emeritus of Abundance is a dream for me. I just hope they don't play out their hand here. All right, take it. All right, say goodbye to whatever's in your hand. And Emeritus of Abundance. I technically also could have Snarl Songed. Haha, there you go. That's why you do it that way. And now they're on empty. I have a regrowth, which can bring back Snarl Song after I cast it, potentially. It's pretty good. They could have probably cheated damage through, by the way. Yeah, they had enough. All right, so, hey, Golgari aggro managed to trophy in normal sealed. Hopefully you learned a little something for the Arena Direct Win-A-Box event that is on the weekend. And if this experiential learning style is less your style, then join me tomorrow when I'm going to do a data deep dive that tells you what is true in general about the format. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel to see that tomorrow. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I will also be posting Win-A-Box runs. I actually think I may be playing in a regional championship qualifier tournament on Saturday. So the video may come out very late that day, or maybe I'll do 2 videos Sunday, something like that. Until tomorrow, have tons of fun playing Magic, and don't be afraid to splash.